Good afternoon, honorable judges and fellow debaters. Gambling offenders are individuals involved in gambling that violate law or prevailing norms. The impact of gambling is not only felt by the offenders themselves, but also has significant consequences for those around them. Firstly, the families of gambling offenders often suffer from financial problems, emotional stress, and interpersonal conflict caused by gambling behavior. Secondly, post-fine of gambling offenders may also be effective, often being encouraged to engage in similar risky activities. So it will ruin the situation. In this context, I express my disagreement with changing imprisonment for gambling offenders to instead provide them with social service and skill training. There are several reasons that underpin this change. Firstly, prisons are places where people who have been found guilty of crimes are kept. If people who commit gambling crimes are not sent to prison as stated in Article 303 piece of KUHP, people may start to lose trust in the legal system. The public may think that breaking the law doesn't lead to fair punishment, which can weaken respect for the law. Secondly, the implementation of this alternative system has the potential to create a perception among gambling offenders that the violation they commit will not result in the serious punishment. This can foster a culture where offenders feel they can continue engaged in illegal activities without meaningful consequence. Thus, the diversion of sentence may actually worsen the gambling problem in society. Thirdly, gambling activities often give rise to other crimes such as theft and fraud, commit to fund gambling habits. Instead of resolving the gambling issue, the approach may lead to emergence of additional legal violations, further complicating the existing problems. Fourthly, changing the punishment might ignore the need to give a strong warning to stop people from committing gambling crimes. Prison not only serves as a place of detention but also as means to educate and raise awareness among offenders about the negative impact of their action. Without strict penalties, offenders may not recognize their mistake and could continue to repeat harmful behaviors. Fifthly, trying to help offenders through rehabilitation without also enforcing the law properly can be unfair to people who always follow the rules. People who obey the law may feel it's not right if those who break the law don't get proper punishment. This can make people feel disappointed and lead to unfairness in society. 60. With online gambling become more common, strong law enforcement is more important than ever. The text for the eradication of online gambling said that in 2025, there were more than 1 million people gambling in Indonesia, with the total money involved reaching 1,200 trillion. This number shows how serious the problem is to the government is to apply the law sternly and consistently, including arresting and punishing those running illegal online gambling. And when strong actions taken, online gambling kept spreading, hurting more people and families, causing bigger problem in society. When dealing with gambling problem, replacing with prison is like social job and work. Training is not always the best idea. Although the mice and kinder, this method could cause more harm than good. Prison not only keep offenders from society, but also show them the negative impact of their action and help stop them from the can. With a firm punishment, a gambling offenders may not realize what they did was wrong and could repeat their bad behavior. Also, not giving proper punishment might make people think that breaking the law has no serious result. This can make people trust in the legal system and create a mindset where people feel free to do illegal things without fear. And with the rise in online gambling, firm and consistent law enforcement is even more urgent. If no clear action is taken, online gambling will keep growing, hurting more people and families, and causing serious damage in the long run. Because of this, the main focus should be on enforcing the law strictly and building a strong program to stop gambling before it starts. Teaching people about the risk of gambling, offering support to those struggling with it should be a top priority. With better public awareness and the right kind of help, fewer people will get involved in gambling, and our communities will be safer.